Hello, welcome. So I recently completed a project with the Cloud Bootcamp, and I just want to challenge myself to just do it again, right? And do it as fast as I can. So think of a situation whereby a company, like during the pandemic, right? Many employees, they have to work from home, right? And maybe as a tech company, you already migrated to AWS Cloud, right? No, not AWS Cloud now, to Azure. You already migrated to Azure Cloud. And now your employees have to, work remotely. So they have to connect, right? And they have to connect to Azure. And you want to ensure that, um, you know, everything is safe, right? The connection, it's safe and all that. So um, as a maybe cloud specialist or maybe a cloud engineer or a cloud infrastructure engineer, how can you achieve this? So yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, so what we can do is number one, we need to create a virtual network, and also we need to create um, the virtual machine that we kind of like serve as a server for the applications, you know, and you know, so yeah, let's just get into this. Let's just get into this. So I'm going to use the cloud CloudShell. So I'll click on CloudShell. I don't know if I'm already sharing. Okay, I'm already sharing my screen. So, and I'm going to use, to just make things fast, I'm going to use some command, and I'm going to explain those commands as I use them. So number one, I'm going to create the resource group. So I'm going to create the resource group. And so here is it, paste. So you see the AZ there shows Azure group is like the resource group creates. Then the name of the resource group is SO resource group. Like SO is the initial for my name, right? Shegun Ofe. Then res group. And the location I want to create this is going to be US East, right? So just click enter. And that is already created. You see succeeded, it's already created. So next, I want to create the SSH key so that I can, remotely connect to the virtual machine, right? So just going to use this command. Okay. Then I paste it here. Okay. So let me quickly explain this. So just this last part here, this SOVM key is the name of the key. So the SO, once again, is, I just put it as the initial for my name, SO. So just create that again, click enter. So let me expand this up. Click enter again, and yeah, and is created. So we expand this up. Okay, yeah. So next, so it's already created, right? So next, I'm going to create the virtual network, right? And the virtual network, I call the name of the virtual network SO VNet. So I'm going to create the virtual network. So let me just pause the video. Okay, I'm back. I had a little interruption. So I'm going to create the virtual network. And once again, I said the name of it is going to be SOVNet. So let me just copy that, the command. Already have it here. And I'm going to explain. So you see, in creating this right down here, you see that I put the name of the resource group, which is SO resource group. I already created that. That was the first thing I created. Then the name of the virtual network, which is SO VNet, and the subnet, right? So I basically created the virtual network and also the subnet. So it's running. And the next thing I'm going to create is going to be the network interface. The network interface that can kind of help, things to be connected, the virtual network to be connected in Azure, right? So, okay, let's see. Okay, so succeeded, right? Succeeded. Okay, so we are making good progress. Let me just clear the screen. And next, I'm going to create, so like I said, I'm going to create the network interface. So let me copy the command. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see that, all these are just being created, right? Just using like one line of code. It's going to be very, very interesting. So this command, let me just go up to explain that command, right? So the name of the network interface I'm creating is SONIC. This one last year, right? And I'm also using the resource group, SO resource group. I'm just looking at the first line on the page, and the virtual network that I created is SO VNet. I'm also using that here, and that's it. So you see down here, just down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 lines from below, you see succeeded. The provisioning state shows succeeded. So I've created that. Okay, so I'm going to do clear.